Greetings one and all, how's everyone doing? I hope very well. This is kind of a video response to a comment I received from one of my viewers, and they said that they were thinking about making videos of their own. So I thought I would throw a little advice for anyone looking to make videos. So yeah, let's get to it. Okay, so I guess it would come, the question what comes to mind is, why do you want to make videos? You know, what's your motivation for doing this? And personally, I'm not motivated by money or free gear or by money, free gear, or even fame, if that's even a thing. In 7 years, I don't reach out to companies for products. In fact, I was going to say, in 7 years of doing this, and just over 7 years, I think I reached out 3 times in 7 years, and I got ignored all 3 times. So I just don't bother. If they come to me and they say, "Hey, we have a product we want you to check out. Would you be willing to?" And I'd say, "Yeah, sure." You know, I'm always looking for video content. The trail cam was they reached out to me, and then I went to their Amazon store, bought it, sent them the payment information. They refunded me on PayPal. So the yellow windscreen was the same thing. They sent me an email and they said, "Are you interested in trying this out?" I said, "Sure." I looked at their website and I said, "Yeah, this one." And they said, "Great," and they sent it off to me. So very appreciative of them doing that. It was very nice of them, but it's not like something I was out looking for. Yeah. I really should have made notes, and I was thinking about it while I was driving. It's like I should have made notes, something I could just refer to while I'm shooting. So one thing I would say is be yourself. There's 2 routes you could go. You could be yourself, or you could actually play a character, which I know someone who does that, and they do a great job at it. Because they're consistent, you know, they continuously do that on video, and that's fine. If you can stick to it, I'd say great. You know, if you're not able to stick to it, you know, I might rethink it. I don't do any kind of character. This is who I am. It's just easier. I don't have to try to play it being anything. So, but it's up to you. I mean, it's always your channel. You know, it's your channel. You can pretty much upload whatever you want. And yeah, that's what I try to do. I didn't have the camera running, but you missed the little fireball I just had. Just making a hot brew like I always do. Which comes back to another point. Hope you guys can hear me okay. One thing I decided to do when I started my channel was, no matter what happens, I was always going to be real with the audience and real with the video. Even at the expense of making myself look like an ass or losing subscribers, I wanted to always be real on camera, because I just felt like it was the best way to go, and I still feel like that's just the best way to go. You know, if someone doesn't want to send me gear because they're not going to like that I'm going to be honest with them, then I don't want their gear anyway. So, I'm not going to fake it for the camera. Now, I'm not saying that everyone on YouTube does that. I'm just saying it's just it's something that I wanted to do, and I decided to stick with it. So, no matter what, good or bad, video is always going to be genuine. In fact, I was looking at old videos that I posted like 6 years ago, because I was thinking about, I had this idea about going back and redoing some of my old videos, see if I do them better, or have a new take on them, and I still might do that as soon as I get caught up on all my other videos. But, you know, things I said 6 years ago, I said, you know, I basically said, you know, I said 6 years ago, I said, you know, last month. So, consistency. In fact, I have a video on my channel that I actually use as a channel, kind of an introduction to my channel. Because I thought about redoing that video and updating it, and I watched it, and I wouldn't have changed a word. It was, if you go to my main page, it's the video that's like sort of a trailer for my channel. Everything I said in that video, I still believe. So, okay, the tough part. So, try as you might, you're not going to be able to make everybody happy. It's just not possible. There's always going to be someone who doesn't like your video. There's always going to be someone who downvotes it. There's going to be always going to be someone who criticizes, critiques. I personally don't mind a little criticism. I actually take all comments, both good and bad. I mean, I've had people telling me, you keep looking at the view screen too much and not the actual camera lens, which I've been trying to work on. I've been trying not to look over at the view screen. It's a bad habit. I've been working on it. So that was a complaint, but that was a valid complaint. Oh, you look at the view screen too much, Mark. Well, I want to make sure it's recording, make sure I'm actually in this, within the screen. So I've been looking at it, but I've been trying to really look over and talk to the camera properly and not be looking at the view screen. Well, bad habits are hard to break for some people, like me. Another bad habit I have is rambling. And I notice this in some of my videos. It's like I'll sit down to eat something, and I'll take a couple bites, and I planned on just killing the camera, eating in peace, and then just turning it back on and go, "Oh, that was good," blah blah. And I ended up talking for 4.5 minutes. And then when I'm home, I'm just like, oh, why'd I do that? Like, why? Man, that's good. Good drink. Just a cup of mocha. Hot coffee, hot chocolate. Love it. It really lifts the spirits sometimes. And burn the tongue. Whew. So you might notice I'm cutting the camera off about every couple minutes or so. That's because I didn't take notes. I just, I'm kind of just winging it. I mean, I had an idea how I wanted to do this video. Of course, I had a flood of thoughts in the car. Well, actually the truck, because I drove the truck here. Flood of thoughts, the camera comes on, and without fail, it's like camera comes on, and it's just like, the power of the camera wipes your brain of all the thoughts you had collected. You're like, what was I going to say? I forgot what I was going to say. It happens. But, man, what else was there? So as far as content, editing, so content, really, you can do anything you want on YouTube. That's one of the great things about YouTube. It's a, for the flaws it does have, it has, it's a blank canvas. You can do lots of different channels. Music, art, whatever hobby you have. I mean, hell, people make videos, all they do is they go to the, fast food drive-thru, go through the drive-thru, eat the meal, and tell you about it. It's like, really? You haven't had a burger before? And I've actually found myself watching those videos as well. I don't know, there's just something about it. Oh, it actually brings up to a good point. When you're doing a video and you decide I'm going to make an outdoor channel. Now, I'm a bit all over the road. I do cooking videos at the park like I'm doing now. I'm actually going to be making something as soon as I'm done with this. I'm painting a stove. Behind, literally right over here, I'm painting. I got paint drying for a stove project. I have a big umbrella of what I cover, but it's mostly because of the amount of content that I upload. Even though I'm in a rut right now, kind of, I'm trying to push my way forward and keep the videos coming. Wow, I lost my chain of thought. Damn it. even though I'm in a rut. Wow, where was I going with that? Shit. I remember now. The umbrella that I go over is a very big umbrella of coverage. But people cook outdoors. People use stoves outdoors. So when I bring a stove to the park, I mean, I'd rather be out in the woods, but I can come to the park because it's an alternate place I can shoot video. But it still fits under that umbrella of outdoors, and also it helps with a problem that I see with YouTube is, and I've mentioned this many times, it's redundancy. You know, if I came out and every week I uploaded a Saturday video that was 30 minutes long, and it was every video was the same thing, would you keep watching that? I don't think I would keep watching that. I would actually kind of steer away from that. I've actually quit watching channels because they only did the same thing. They went out, they set up a tarp, or they put up a hammock, they cook a meal, they make fire, and then either they, you know, some videos speak. Some people talk in their videos, some people don't talk at all. So, which is fine. And I don't mind watching the no talking video. In fact, I'm planning on doing some myself this year. But damn it, lost track again. See, I've been trying to get out of the rut of not making videos by forging forward. So yeah, it was redundancy I was thinking of. Doing the same thing video after video after video. So, and I've said, my opinion is, it's the death of it. It can be the death of a channel, because I'll stop watching a channel that does that. It's like, you're not really doing anything different. You're just doing the same thing over. You know, maybe the meal is different. Maybe the shelter is different, but it's pretty much the same. Like, there's nothing that really defines your channel. Some people like it, they like the consistency. Some people don't. You know, I like a little variety. So when I shoot video, I shoot with the idea in mind that I want to have a little bit of variety. So, you know, I'll upload a video out when I'm out in the National Forest doing something, and then the very next day I'll upload a video that I shot 2 weeks ago here at the park where I cooked something. Whatever, you know, it's either I actually make something, or I came out with a Trangia set, made a big, you know, grilled cheese, ham and grilled cheese. And in the same week, I'll upload a video where I just cracked open a can of hoops or SpaghettiOs and just heated them up and ate them. And it makes everything a little bit different, not just cookie cutter. That's why I like to have multiple cook sets. You know, I'll go out. I don't just go camping with the same cook set video after video. I'll come out, I'll use a different cook set, I'll use a different knife. I mean partly because I'm a freaking gearhead, and I love watching, not only do I love watching people use gear, but I love buying gear and I like using it. So it's like, why buy all the gear and then not take it out and use it? Which is why I kind of avoid watching gear review channels, because it's just, hey, it's this week's flavor of the week. It's this cook pot. It's this set. It's this or that, and you don't see it anymore. They're talking about how great it is, and you don't see it anymore. It's like, it's not like they take it out and go camping with it, and they don't have any videos of them out in the woods doing their outdoor thing with their outdoor gear that they talk so highly of. It's like, all right, you know, it's like, well, you know, honestly, I'm not gonna watch a video of a knife that I have no interest in buying. It's like, well, I've got enough knives. It might be a nice knife, but it's like, I have no interest in purchasing it, so why am I going to sit and watch your video? Unless the person who posted the video, you know, I consider to be, you know, one of my YouTube friends, even though they're not, even though we've never met in person. You know, if they post a video, I would watch it. Even if it's the same thing that I did, I would still watch it just because it's them. I think that might be about it. If I have some other ideas, I'll make sure to write them down next time, so the video's a little bit more clear and precise, not just this jumbled rambling. But that was my fault, so I'll take it on the chin. So So yeah, if you are a content creator yourself and you have some suggestions, you want to do a VR, please do so. More so if I'm subscribed to your channel, I'd be interested in hear your input. I'm thinking I got everything I need. I mean, really, you just need a camera that records video. How you edit, you know, it's kind of creator's choice. I know I've watched some of my older videos. I'm like, why didn't I trim that out? Why didn't I cut that whole segment? I could have saved, you know, 5 minutes of video by trimming off all these pieces. Excuse me. And it's, you know, it's things I try to correct currently. Though when I did the lunch and the fire making and lunch video, excuse me, hot chocolate. It was supposed to be like one 29-minute video, but and I had all the clips trimmed. I had you know, notes in there, and I had the music and the title and the outro video. Everything was set, and I was rendering it, saving all the edits. And I get up to answer a phone call. It's like 6:30 in the morning, and work. Can you come in? So I came back to the computer, and the computer was shut off. I'm like, so of course I went into a fit of rage. I'm like, whoa, why? And I don't know why. Someone suggested it might be the power supply, but I just bought it last September. So I don't know, like Windows Movie Maker is too much for my computer, which I spent a good chunk of change building a new computer. I mean, it's practically, I would almost consider it a gaming computer. I've got a really good video card, I've got, you know, really good motherboard and processor and all that computer stuff, and it's like I come out and it's shut off. I'm like, ugh. So I tried it again and it shut down again. So I just said, well, I'll just have to cut it in half, and that's what I ended up having to do. So I was kind of, and I missed some edits in there. I put in like I put in the edited clip and the unedited clip, and then I saw it after I loaded it up on YouTube, and I'm like, if I'd caught it sooner, I would have taken it out. So it's like, crap, you know, mistake. I hated to do it, but I just left it up because YouTube used to have a way to edit videos, but they don't have it anymore. So anyway, I appreciate you watching. Thanks as always. Let me know what you think in the comments. And if you guys make content creators, like I said, you know, VR if you want, would be cool to get your input. If not, totally cool. As always, I thank you for watching, and I will put some video links in the description. My pet peeves video, how I edit my videos, that's a mouthful, and a few other things, you know. I'll probably try to put in the description as well the camera I use, the tripod. I'm actually planning on a video where I go over all my camera gear, but I need a second camera to film the primary camera, so it's a little bit on hold. Or I hold up a mirror and go, here's the camera, which I might do. I don't know, I'll have to see. Because people are always asking, what do you film with? It's like, well, as long as you have a video camera. My first camera was like $170. It was just a Sony Handycam point and shoot. I think I still have it, it just doesn't work. But I could show it on camera sometimes, my broken camera gear. But yeah, that's how I started. So, alright, thanks. I think I've rambled enough. Hopefully this video won't be too long. If not, fingers crossed. As always, have a good one.